Hello, some blueprints. More blueprints. Yeah, I watched the Markiplier video. I learned one thing from it. Other than that, like, he only made one video and barely got into the game at all and then never made another one. I can show you, he noticed something that I didn't notice. Like, it was on a clue that I had already seen, but I think it's because of my eyesight. I really need to go to an eye doctor or something. Because I do think my eyes are getting worse. Because, there was something in the office. No, not the office. The security room. No. I think it was the security room. The note that says that the red ones are false and the green ones are true. Day 13. Don't forget the allowance. Let's just start by going north. Let's go with a billiard room. I think I want to do more billiard rooms. Just because I've mostly done parlors. 10. And you get keys for doing billiard rooms too, which is sick. 12 minus 8 is 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. Okay. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 15 is 30. And 30 divided by 3 is 10. Fuck, there's more. Oh, there's a lot more. Oh, boy. Okay, so 10 times 2... No, let's do 10 times 4 is 40. 40 times 2 is 80. And that's the same if you do it in either direction, right? 10 times 2 is 20, and 20 times 4 is 80, yes. So we're left with 80 after we do the... Fuck, except those are subtractions, and I'm a goddamn idiot. So it's 10 minus 2 is 8, minus 4 is 4. So we're left with 4. We're left with 4, not 80. So we have 4, and now we do 4 times 2 is 8. But then 8 divided by 2 is 4. What's going on with this darts? Just a bunch of math. I think it's 4. Yeah! Oh, and it's, aw, it's one of these. I wanted actual keys. Now that I know how to open the doors without the key cards, I don't know. Maybe if we, don't get the right rooms, that'll come in handy. You math. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Nook. Hallway. If we go the Nook, then we can get the 2 keys we wanted. It'll put us back towards the entrance hall. But that's okay, because the way we're branching out is probably gonna block off that entrance to the entrance hall anyway. Let's grab our keys. And take a look around. Maybe there's something else. No. Okay. What can we put here? Den. Den is always safe. I don't want to put a dining room this far back. Dining room doesn't really help too much unless you reach the 8th rank. So you want to place them at least closer to the 8th rank so you don't have to backtrack. Okay. Pantry, office. We have the gems for the office. But we might... I'm not sure what we really want the office for right now. So let's go pantry. Save our gems. Okay. What's here? Fuck. The only room that isn't going to block us off is the chapel. And we have money. Oh, well. At least there was a gem in here. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Storeroom's pretty good, but it's dead end, so let's not do that. Let's do the drawing room. Let's go for the parlor. Do the parlor game. Let's see. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. All of them contain the letter B. So the gems have to be in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Which means this one's lying. Which means the gems aren't in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Which means they have to be in this one. Ah! Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that's true. I hope that my deduction was right. This can't be the second one I'm going to get wrong. Yes! 5 gems. Pretty good, pretty good. Anything else? No. Okay. Let's go north. It's always good to go north up here because, as we saw in the writing and stuff, this wing here, west wing, has less likely chance for there to be locked rooms. So I like going as far north as I can here. Fuck. And we have the chance for a storeroom or a garage. Garage gives us keys. Fuck yeah, let's do that. We're able to keep going in the other direction anyway. And maybe we can find the car keys. We found the car keys in like the last 2 runs we did. Oh, what's this? But then anytime we actually get the garage, we never find it. Okay. Aquarium. That's nice. Ooh. That's a nice door. Oh, yes, always observatory. What do we get today? What can I do for you? We get rooms with 4 doors or more common today. And we get +1 gem. Amazing. Is the next new one that we get, is that 12? 11 +5 gems. Okay, cool. +5 gems is going to be a sick day. Okay. Great Hall. I'm sorry, we need to go Great Hall. So we need to unlock the door on the far side first. No wait room. A corridor. Okay, and then there can be secrets on the inside of the Great Halls here. Let's use a bunch of keys to get these, if we can. Come on, fuck, of course. And that means that this is going to be something, though. It's just coins? Fuck. I found an upgrade disc in one of these rooms the one time, and that's the reason why I want to check them. Because the upgrade discs are game-changing. Literally. They're one of the only things in this game that actually change the game. Because most things in this game aren't permanent, but the discs are. We need a greenhouse. Yes, we do. Because of this. But we need to fix the handle. There might be a shovel in here or something, though, too. No. Watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use water to gain a gem. Shit. Did my eyesight get worse as I was sleeping? I can't read it at all from here. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems. You find a worthy trade. How do you like right up to the screen to fucking read that shit? Life sucks. Money, that's money. Give me keys. Two rooms, maybe key. That sucks. Okay. Fuck, should I? Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Oh god. No, I shouldn't have. Fuck. Sorry, I need rooms with keys. And that could have saved me the key. But it didn't. Oh boy. 'Cause I got it too late. Boudoir. I wish we were gaining keys. Yeah, you need a shovel and you need to dig in these two. And then a secret? There's like a secret door or something. If only there was a shovel in here. This is where you'll normally find the shovel. Okay. I have lots of gems. Let's get the next book. Okay, so this drafting strategy is different because it was volume 1. The one that we found was volume 1, the one in the library is volume 3. The fixed stars is exactly the same as the book that's in the planetarium. Secret passage, useless here. Dining room, no. Let's... fuck. We need to go with the dining room for the chance of there being a key in here, if it's not locked. We've never gone the rotunda. Let's see how it works. It doesn't work. That's cool, though. That's cool that it will always be different. Well, let's call it a day. Fucking hell. Fuck. Starting with a storeroom isn't the worst thing. And I like keys. Fuck. So we're stuck. Maybe we could use a breaker box. So we have to go this way. Oh, all three statements are false. Well, that has to be false then. Two statements are false? That's possible. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So if this one's false, then that means only one statement is false. No, it means both of these are false. Fuck. This one has to be false. Two statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. I think that this is false. Because that would mean the gems could be in here. If two statements are false, then these are both false, and the gems have to be in a box with a true statement, which would put it in the white box. That's my reasoning. I could be wrong. Fuck. Yes! Okay, let's keep going. Leads to a room color of my choice. Why do I always get secret passage in a way that it's just not gonna work? It just doesn't work. Chapel is the only one. But all of them aren't gonna work. Holy fuck, all of these are useless. Like, look, what happens if I grab a secret passage? And then it's just gonna... I mean, I would like to use a green room, but the door's all blocked up. And that's the end. We're all blocked in. Let's call it a day. Boy, oh boy. Isn't the gameplay amazing? That was awful. Even that chapel would have blocked us in. The puzzles are really hard. The white box is false. The blue box is false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. This might be similar to the last one. Because one of them has to be true. Right? So the white box is false. That means the blue box isn't false? Oh my god. So that means the blue box wouldn't be false. That would mean that the white box would be the only false one. So if the white box is false, if this is true, then that means that the blue box is true, which would mean these two were true and the gems would be in the middle one again. If this one's true, the blue box is false, then we're left with nothing. So let's open the white one. We need something to grab onto. That's a perfect place for a storeroom, to be honest with you. May as well go to the Nook. I thought that was a data card to upgrade a room. We like the greenhouse. So you can't use the watering can. Oh, you can. Let's head all the way over. Observatory, of course. I'll always choose observatory. What do we get here? Apples are extra delicious today. And we get +3 steps. Okay. God damn it! Redraw, come on. Hallway, spare room, we gotta redraw again. We gotta try. Dark room. Dark room is the only one that isn't gonna fucking fuck us. Even though it might still. If we can get a laboratory. Ooh. Okay, this is a new one. We haven't found this before. What was this doing? Open this door without a key card? Yeah, that doesn't look like key card. Okay. So now we need to find the laboratory, and then we can do that puzzle. Passageway is the most open. We only have one gem. We should make a solarium here, though. Now we have 2 gems. The solarium was the perfect one to make. Okay. If I had more keys, I would have done the Great Hall. We want the terrace as well. Fuck. If we're going to be drafting green rooms. Which we always do. Courtyard, secret passage. Maybe there's a shovel in the courtyard. No shovel, no hammer, no nothing. What is this? Oh, it's a key card. Electronic key card. I want ballroom. There's a message on the music sheets that I missed. Okay, get our notes out. R. True. R true. Sheets. Sheets out there, but we got sheets are true message. Oh boy, I hate the ballroom though. Fuck you, it's locked. Let's head back to the passageway then. Fuck, we're locked in. There's no else to go. This has been lame. Lame, lame, lame. We're gonna call it a day. We're gonna do one more day. because that sucks. Maybe we'll get lucky on this last run here. Thanks for the lurk. Delete. Day 16. Jesus. I'm getting lots of runs where, like, nothing's happening. Yay! From the nook. Hopefully maybe something else is in here. No. Security! Okay, I want to take a look at the thing that I saw in Markiplier's video, the one thing I learned from it. There's a note up here. So I totally missed this. It says blue memos true, red memos lies, but then there's tiny writing that I did not see. It says yes, unless written by hand. So red memos are true if they are written by hand. And it's also kind of obfuscated by the little line there. Markiplier saw it immediately, but my eyes are bad. Like, I can barely see it right now. But everything else that was in Markiplier's video I had already figured out. Okay, so I was able to confirm that. A box next to this box displays a false statement. No, it doesn't. So that's false. This box doesn't display anything. What does this say? A box next to this box contains the gems. So this box has the gems. Okay, cool. These puzzles are fucking diabolical. That wasn't even the worst one yet, though. Den is fine. Let's get a breaker box. Cabinet. And Markiplier actually had a good idea that I didn't think about. So now that we have the breaker room, we can go back to here. So we just set it so that when the key cards are on, when the key card system is offline, keycard system settings. Like, using this, Markiplier had not figured out that you need to use this in tandem with the breaker box. He just thought that after he set the things here, the doors would be open. But he did have a good idea about setting security level to high. That way, if you set it to high and then go to offline mode and make sure that the doors are unlocked while they're offline, they are offline right now. That means there's going to be more doors that we run into.
Life is good!
Trillian! Yay! Hey, thanks for being here. So that means there's going to be extra doors that are just going to be unlocked right when we get there, which is so nice. If it works the way that Markiplier thinks it would. We're going to just make sure that the doors will be off. Okay. Perfect. How are you doing, Trillian? Garage. Let's grab keys and then head back to the entrance hall. You were here like 7 hours ago, but you fell asleep? Oh, I fell asleep too. I actually stopped streaming and then I fell asleep, then I came back. Did you have a good sleep? What? Oh, I turned on the power to the garage. What? Where does this go? I'm glad you had a good sleep, Trillian. Thanks for coming in. What is going on? So we have a garage. We can't go that way. That's amazing. I figured that out without thinking about it. So what's this way? Yes, this is an area outside that I have not been to yet. There's a bridge over there. Can we unlock this from this side? Will this be a permanent unlock? Is that permanent? The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Okay. Okay, let's see what's on the other side of this bridge here. Of course, more doors I can't open. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can open it? Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Tool shed. 2 special items. Hovel special. So every day I can come here and just get like a special room. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. I don't think I like that. Let's do tool shed. I thought it said 2 items. Oh? Oh, yes, sledgehammer. Okay. What kind of room is that? Outer rooms. There's 8 outer rooms. Okay, well, considering that there's an empty space here, I'm going to assume that there's even another type of room. I didn't know there were outer rooms. Oh, wow. Is there anything else I can do before heading back in? That is very helpful, though. If I get the car keys now, can I just drive out? We will have to see. We will have to see. That garage was a good idea. Let's head back to the entrance hall. We could have saved so many steps by just walking around the other way. I didn't realize we would be going right back to the entrance hall immediately anyways. This room! We can get it! I've seen this rumpus room pop up so many times. I don't know what it does. It gives 8 coins, but like, what's a rumpus room? So we're finally, every single time it's popped up though, we've had 0 gems, so we weren't able to do it. Rumpus, rumpus, let's have a rumpus in here. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at all that. Checkers. Backgammon. I remember having backgammon when I was a kid and not knowing how to play it. What is this? It's fortune teller. Insert coin.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Okay.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Tell me about my future.
The image is becoming clear.
Don't tell me I'm never gonna solve the puzzles.
I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand.
What the fuck?
He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Dude, that was worth more than 1
The
coin.
dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
God, we need to be making sure we get these rumpus rooms. What the fuck? That was awesome. What we're mostly looking for here is like car keys, probably. Since we got the garage and we got the garage door open, right? Oh, observatory. Worth it. So I'm happy we finally got a rumpus room. I say we go with a hallway. I say we go with a pantry. I say corridor. We do want a greenhouse. You need the greenhouse to get the antechamber to open, I'm pretty certain. So we should be taking any greenhouse we can get if we can. Claim ticket? Ooh, we have a shovel in there. Everything's gonna block us off though. And we can't do anything. Let's just leave the shovel in there, I say. If only we could get like a freezer. This would be a sick day to freeze. But there's nothing else we can do. Let's call this a day. And now that we have that extra room over there, let's see how we can start this now. Okay, I see. That's how they did it. That's so interesting. Make an offering, receive a blessing. An offering of what? I'm interested in shrine. Making an offering of 2 coins may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Receive the blessing of the drafter. While drafting, you may pay... I don't like that one. It does cost like 6 steps to go out there and do that. But it seems like it could be worth it. Oh, you can rotate the floor plan. That's actually better than I thought it was. I just wish it didn't cost gems. Okay, okay, I understand. Box is true. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. Oh, fuck. I think the gems are in the box that says the gems are not in this box. Because one of them has to be false at least. And all of them are allowed to be true at the same time. However, these two are tied together and this one is on its own. I think both these are false. Because if these are true... Wait. Yeah, if these are true, then that makes this one also true, because the gems would not be in this box. That's the reason why these can't be true. Is because if these two are true, then this one also has to be true. But if these two are false, then this one is allowed to be true still. And at least one of them has to be false. And if this one is true, then this one is true, because this one is saying that that one's true. So this one's true. So the other ones are false? What the fuck? Oh, that means they're in the black box. I'm such an idiot. Oh well, no gems for me. Fuck. Let's fucking, god damn it. Let's go for closet here. This sucks. No! Okay, we'll just do a stupid hallway. Nook's pretty good. Observation's always good. Today's is bad though. Today's is like the one that's bad. When I say it's always good, except for today. Look at this. We're gonna take it. Dead end rooms are more common today. That's gonna be the death of us right there. But we're gonna take it because why wouldn't we? Really common, eh? Like, so common. Too common. Did I beat the game yet? No, but I've done a few things. Ooh. Today we picked the thing that makes it so that it's super common that we get dead ends. Like, there we go. 3 dead ends, and that's the end. I don't think we've ever picked the wine cellar before, so let's just pick the wine cellar. Is there any interesting things in here? I did, I found out how to unlock the garage door, Nocturnal, and it lets me have an extra room outside, these outer rooms, that's outside of the house, that, have, like, special things. Like, I just went to a shrine and I made an offering, and I'm able to use gems now to turn rooms, but, what's Draxus? Do not know what that is. MCC X1II. What is that? 1,254 probably. Okay, I say we call it a day. I think that's it. No, it's the thing that lets you have more dead ends. No, it was the observatory. Here, I'll show you. I don't know what Draxus is, but I'll show you exactly what's going on in reality. Not this Draxus you made up, but where's my observatory? Oh, it's way over here. There's a book that explains the entire thing, Nocturnal. Here. So today, you see, we have 12 stars, so I looked in the thing. And so when there's 12 stars in the constellations, dead end rooms are more common, and they're really common. Draxus the Dead. Oh, I guess you're right. Sorry, you spelt it weird. You spelt it with a C. So I didn't recognize it. Nocturnal, you're smarter than me, but you didn't spell it right. I don't know. Sometimes when I see things written with like a word off, it doesn't usually happen, but today I didn't understand. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna play some ads. I keep saying this will be my last run, and then I'm like, oh, I can do more, I can do more. Snug Little Cottage. It's an addictive game. Yeah, it's a roguelike. That's how they go, that's how they do. Because sometimes it's just RNG and you lose, but you're like, but I want to feel good. I think that's part of it. It's kind of like gambling. If you didn't lose all the time, then it wouldn't be so addicting. Like, you need to win, like, every once in a while, get a big dopamine hit, but then every time you lose, you're like, no, and it makes you want the dopamine hit more. I already got the shrine. I just got it. I unlocked the garage, and it let me come out here. So yes, I have Blessing of the Dancer, which lets me rotate rooms, but rotating rooms is kind of, it's kind of weird if it's a dead end. Maybe I could have tried it on one of those dead end rooms, see if I could rotate it so that I couldn't enter it. Are you able to do that? That would have been funny. Tool shed, root cellar. Special floor plans now cost. You see, I don't know if this is good. Additional steps instead of gems? Like, these are all dead ends. It's letting me rotate. I feel like if we rotate these, we won't be able to enter. So the shrine was just one of these rooms. Oh, and we went into the what's it called? The rumpus room, and there was a fortune teller in there, and he had like this awesome cutscene where he was all like, "Oh, you are on a beach. I see a cat with a flag. I hear the wind, but the flag does not move. The cat's tied to the red flag, and there's a door on the beach with a moon, and you will never find the door." I was like, "Where the hell is this beach?" I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, it was cool. And he said that we could go and talk to him again, and he'll say different things. And I was like, that was a whole ass long cutscene. Should I try the hovel? I guess if I use the hovel with the Blessing of the Dancer, then gems can be used specifically just for rotating rooms, and I can use gems more for that. But steps, they're just... We gotta find like an upgrade. There's gotta be some sort of upgrade that gives us permanent addition to our steps that would make the hovel. Because like when you start with just 50 steps, the reason I don't like the hovel so far, just looking at it, I haven't tried it, is just because I feel like we're just gonna run out of steps so quickly. Root cellar would be cool if... We do have a shovel in the check-in, the coat check, but we never find the coat check. Let's just get the tool shed. Let's just get some items. It's a magnifying glass today, and... we got the metal detector. Okay. Let's head back in the house. And I watched Markiplier play, and he only made one video. So that's it. That's all I've seen. And the only thing that I learned from that was that there was Markiplier noticed this immediately. I have bad eyesight, but in the note in the security room that says that the green notes are true and the red notes are false, it says in tiny writing that's kind of obscured by the line that I didn't see because my eyes are really bad. It says that the red notes are only false. Sorry, the red notes are true if they are handwritten. If they were like printed from a computer or whatever, then the red notes are false. But the red notes are actually true if they're handwritten. And I totally missed that. And they wrote it in a specific way to make it easy to miss. The Markiplier saw it immediately, but other than that, he didn't find anything I didn't already know. I like Markiplier. I was gonna watch his video until he found something new, but that was like the only thing. And then by the time that it got to that point where he found that, I was like, the video is like so short. and he never made any more. So he must not have played it. He must not have beaten it. I want to beat it. Markiplier completely beat Inscription, and he had a fun Inscription playthrough. Oh, fuck. Why do I always go to the parlor? The puzzles just keep pissing me off in the parlor now. All statements that contain the word gems are false. This box contains gems. This box is not empty. Is not empty. I fucking... The knots are what screwed me up last time. This box contains gems. I think... All statements that contain the word gem. We're going to believe the blue box. Fuck. The last two I've gone wrong. Okay. So that means this is false. It must be this one. I think that one was more of a guess. Because I don't know. I can't think of a logical way that you can say that one of these wouldn't have it if by the rules of that. But there has to be something that cancels this out. I don't know. I don't know. Parlor's pissing me off recently. I like the billiard room. I solved that puzzle. Den. Looks like dead ends won't rotate. That's what I learned from that. Okay. Passageway. Let's go for the Nook. Let's go this way. Fuck off. Pantry. Let's go with the pantry. Veranda. Why not? Ooh, we get a sledgehammer. We never get a shovel. We always get a sledgehammer. And we always find dirt piles. And we never find trunks until after we always find trunks before we find the sledgehammer, and then we use keys on them, and then after we've done that, we find the fucking sledgehammer. Then we hate ourselves forever. Let's head into the commissary. We have 8 coins. Usually, you can get something good for 8 coins. Can we buy... Ooh. We can get an upgrade disc for 15 coins? I want to find more coins now. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh no, we've boxed ourselves in. We need... The only possible way that we can get through this is... Okay, there's 2. We find a security card in one of the rooms that we're about to create. Or we find the security room and also the dead end. Oh. Let's go. Security room, security room. Drawing room. Okay. No, because we want the security room, and the security room costs gems. So let's go hallway. We're having an issue here. We're having an issue here. There's a coin or a key or something. Hello, Soulister Jack. How are you? There's coin. There's coin. The coin and key. It was just a coin. So we need this to be a security room or we're fucked. Well, we got the breaker box we wanted, but what we needed was the security room and then the utility closet on the other side. And then we'd be able to open that key card door. Well. Fuck. Give you the coin? Oh my god. We need 2 more coins. Is there any way that we can fucking squeeze 2 more coins out of this place to get that key card? I'm gonna fucking explore all over. We can't do any more rooms here because they put a goddamn key card room. You're eating so you'll be AFK? Well, thank you for being here anyways. Maybe I can find coins back here, but this run makes me so sad. This run makes me sadder than any of the runs we've had before because there is an upgrade disc that costs 15 coins in the commissary. And we're 2 coins away, and we're gonna have to end. And we have the... If we were able to get, like, 1 more room... Fuck. Why is life so sad? Maybe they put one in the mine shaft? If we can get to the apple orchard, I just realized, we could get so many steps. Probably. Over here, there's the mine shaft. Maybe we can find 2 coins in here. Come on. Oh! No, we want that on. We want that on. I forgot. Yes. That's the blue fire. I'm assuming that the other one gets lit when we get to the other side somehow. There's no coins in here. No! Oh my god. This game is the worst game ever made, Nocturnal. Nocturnal, did you see? We need 2 coins. We need 2 coins to get an upgrade disc. It doesn't even matter. Dude, the upgrade disc, why am I going on about a stupid upgrade disc when I don't even have access to a computer? You can't use an upgrade disc without a computer, so why do I even care? I care because the upgrade discs are so... The more upgrade discs you get, the more easy the game gets. Because they're permanent upgrades to rooms. We'll find more upgrade discs. We'll find more upgrade discs. Nocturnal, this is the worst game ever made. Call it a day. Call it a day. Here we go. Here we go. Save and continue. So we have a shelter, protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted, which is really nice. Because the red rooms, they are really good for mobility. They're the best rooms in the game for mobility, except for the washroom, the lavatory. The lavatory is just a troll room. But the red rooms have higher doors on average. I still have the other blessing, so we're not going to do the shrine. Let's just do shelter. And then we don't have to be as scared of taking red rooms. What's down here? Jesus. Jesus! And I knew there was like a computer in a room that I was like, where does that room come from? Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. So you gotta like schedule when you're gonna play the game? What? I don't know if I wanna like in an hour, like I'm not doing this in an hour today, but tomorrow I'll be playing the game again. So maybe we could schedule this for tomorrow. Nocturnal, this is the best game ever made. Okay, what day is it tomorrow? March 30th. March 30 at... We'll be playing... Oh. Let's unlock it. So it'll be unlocked for 4 hours. I'm assuming it doesn't matter what year if you set this unlock date. Well, I'm assuming you're able to change it after it's unlocked as well. But yeah, March 30th is definitely tomorrow. I don't want to screw myself. If I accidentally put in something like March 26th, I'd have to wait a year before I'd ever be able to unlock this safe. So hopefully we'll be playing at about by 8 o'clock tomorrow. So if we put it at 7, 8 o'clock p.m. The safe will unlock at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Get there! Are you able to change it? Okay, so yes, you can change it as many times as you want. Okay, radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in the lab. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Okay, so the more experiments we do in the lab, the higher chance we'll have a day where all the doors just unlock. We want to log in, Swan. Oh, fuck you. So... Electronic mail can only be done in the office. Thanks for the Rice Krispies! Rice Krispies! We ran into the Rice Krispies! There's only a few things that have question marks in the glossary now. Does that mean I've discovered all the secrets? There's 2 Rice Krispies? Yes, 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 there's 2 Rice Krispies. More Rice Krispies! That's the Simpsons one. I'm sure there's more. I think there's Family Guy. I could add a Family Guy one. Like Rice Krispies question mark.
What kind of beer do you like? Heineken? Fuck that shit! Pabst
Blue
Blue Ribbon!
Ribbon! Yeah, okay. So this safe right here is going to unlock at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And it's going to be open for 4 hours. So we're going to be playing tomorrow. We need to remember that. We can get the Fallout shelter sometime between 8 and midnight. Okay. And also, the next 3 red rooms we draft will have no negatives. Okay. Fuck. We love the storeroom. We do love the storeroom, but it's a dead end. But it gives us stuff. And the more we upgrade it, the more stuff we get. God damn, okay. Well, that's okay. We'll be fine. We're able to draft 3 red rooms here. Corridor. Let's do the stupid puzzle that I always get wrong now. The gems are in the white box. Only 1 box contains gems. Only 1 box is true. If this one's true, then this one is the one that has to be true, and it gives us no information. So this is false, which means the other 2 have to be true. Gems. 2 of the boxes are empty. 1 of the box has 2 gems in it. So yes, only 1 box contains gems is definitely true. So the gems are going to be in the white box, I think. I think the gems are going to be in the white box, Soul Lister. The last 2 I got wrong. I was on such a hot streak of winning, and then the last 2 I just did not get. Please have gems. Yes! I understood that one! Okay. That always feels good when you understand the puzzle. Courtyard, den. Fuck. We can rotate. Dude, it literally just rotated to be the same. We want to rotate it again. Oh god, okay, whatever. Whatever. There's no way we can do it, apparently. That's good. Yeah. Thanks, Soul Lister Jack. Oh goodness. There's no shovel, there's no hammer. God damn it. Let's go with hallway. Dark room. That's good. But actually the den is better here. Because we get a gem. What's in the goddamn box? I must have just missed that. I must have just missed that message. It was gems, gems. Lavatory sucks every time. Spread in each green room. Fuck. We want it to be rotated. No, we can't rotate the patio. That was a waste of a rotation. Now the nook is rotated poorly. Fuck. Patio. Screw everything. Screw it all. Everybody's upset. Everybody's sad. Everybody's sad. Okay. There should be gems in here. If there's no gems in this fucking room, that was the whole reason that I even picked the patio. I could have just picked the nook if I knew that there wasn't going to be any gems. There, okay. There was a gem. There was a gem. Okay. Okay. Let's go this way. Observatory? Yes. Yes, every time. Was there one for 13? Or are we going to get a combo? No, the next one's 15. We got a key, and the other one is rooms with 4 doors are more common today. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see. Okay, but that's fine. This is a passageway that costs nothing, that also won't do anything because of my, thing. Like, I should still be able to draft fine right now, right? Yes, sheltered. Let's go with the chapel as well. I really want the greenhouse here. The only problem with it is that will block us off. So we want the spare room, and hopefully we'll get another chance for a greenhouse. Okay, we go 12. Okay, we go 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 times 4 is 16. No. Yes, it is 16. I was wrong. Okay. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times 4. Oh! I don't know why I was treating it as 4 times 4. It's 12. I'm dumb. Okay, so 1 times 6 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Holy fuck. Okay, so 13 plus 8. I hate those together. That's 21. 13 plus 8 is 21. Minus 1 is 20. 20 times 5 is 100. And 100 divided by 10 is 10, right? There we go. Oh, and it's a key card. Okay. Okay. Oyster. Great hall in the bedroom. Let's see what we can find in here, and then we'll be done. Stupid. Rotunda. This should be the last red room we can make. It doesn't cost gems, that's why I'm choosing it. And it should be the only red room that we've never made before. Right? Yep, we've gotten all of them, because lose half your steps sounded awful. You may draw new floor plans. Passageway. Library. We love the library here. It's got a new book for us. The History of Orindia, 2nd edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fenary Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Detectives have been taking this out. Oh, wow, yes, the detectives have been hard at work with this book. We got the FBI on this. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Would a microphone magnifying glass? We probably need a magnifying glass to read this book right. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. To enjoin us to abandon our past. Wow, I doubt that that's what they wrote here. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Agera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Maybe if I actually wear my glasses, will that help? Not really. A little bit. I mean, it'll look a little better, but... God. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, a new kingdom was born. 2nd era. It was the 4th king who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heart spring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Iraja, a land steeped in tradition. Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Show letter. So the Fourth Era. As the kingdom entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desilets the Third was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court but the masses as well, and that's heavily redacted. That's clearly taken out of context. I wonder what he was drinking. Here they make it sound like he was drinking alcohol, but like a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court but the masses as well. I bet he was drinking something else. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I'd heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Arindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Okay. So, I guess an uncensored version of this book is hard to find. So the police weren't the ones who did this. The police took this out, and they wanted the uncensored version, but it was all redacted. Okay. How does it feel, police, when you look at things and they're all redacted? Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Ron Margle. Desilets was known as the King of No One. These redactions are hilarious, though. Desilets was renowned as the King of No One when he made the decision to move Wing Castle and Court behind. The people overjoyed by this choice. They were overjoyed by him leaving because he was the king of no one. They really are trying to make him look not good. Were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Fen. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desilets III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Jesus, I need to know what the unredacted version says. Dude, whoever redacted this hated that king. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters, due to the fact that Desilets IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, was transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained in red. The pacification of Fen. The brutality of the pacification... Now there's no censors at all. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. The red banners from the fortune teller's vision. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Erasia, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. And then the last page is just Epstein. What can we do next? Locked. Fuck you. Let's take a look at our stats now. They must be different. I want more upgrade discs. First item checked, the shovel. The largest purchase I made was the sleep mask. Yes, I've never gone to the locksmith before. It's always just like a dead end that I never want. Every time it shows up. Now yeah, this is gonna kill my run. Why would I take this? Okay, let's go. Oh, that one's locked. That's why we didn't go. Okay. What about this? We're not protected anymore. Let's see what happens. Fuck. Well, what's for sale? That's tomorrow. There's a 50% sale. Yeah, there's nothing that I need. Let's buy a bunch of gems. Maybe we can get a good room down here. And it's fucking locked. There's a few ways we can go still, technically. Oh. A lot of ways we can go. Fuck. What? Oh. It said 4. Coupon. Fortune teller again. It said there's 8 coins in here. Where are they? It said plus 8 coins. There they are. This guy's cool.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of it.
Is it going to say the same thing every time?
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
We'll see. There's only 1 coin if,
I suspect you wish
I hope it's got different ones.
look into your future. The image is becoming...
Yep, this is different. This is different. This is like a car.
I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down,
That's the mansion that we're in.
and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you
Huh?
Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the
Sing.
dawn of the following day,
Just like the arts, there's art
have
missing.
nothing more to say.
Car keys. So I'm pretty certain that the garage has to be on this side over here. Let's see if we can make it over there. That's our last key. Until we get the nook here. Now we have more keys. Treasure map, okay. We need a shovel for these, though. I don't have a shovel. If I find a shovel anywhere, then, because I went to the place the one time, and he pulled out the map, and he was like, okay, now we just need something to dig with. So I know you need a shovel. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Fuck, but we need 2 gems. The only thing we're able to do is the stupid fucking gymnasium. We're not even going to make it over to the other side with all the steps we're going to lose. But we don't have the gems. Yeah. Yep, I think we're stuck. We're done. Fuck. Okay, that'll be the end of the stream. That'll be the end of the stream. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We learned a lot of things. We can learn more, though. We can learn even more. And according to lots of people, I'm still in the tutorial. Lots of people, from what I've seen, they consider this tutorial. And after you get the end credits, that's when the tutorial ends. Jeez. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go to bed immediately. I slept for like 6 hours today, so I'm pretty energetic. I'm going to raid, though. But I'm done with this game for right now, though. And I'm going to end stream. I will be back with more blueprints tomorrow. I raided Trick Me like yesterday, so we don't gotta raid her again. Let's refresh. Yeah, I'll see ya. You have a good night, Soulless. I'll be back tomorrow. Following with more blueprints. Kudakura is going with Fable. Maria is playing Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Whoa, Moonson has been up for an hour and 22 minutes. That's gotta be a record for her. She usually streams for like 30 minutes, and she does like a little talk show. I love Miss Moonson. Maybe she's actually playing a game today. Oh, did Trick Me end her stream already? She must have beat the game. She's not an option. Oh, wow. Well, I hope she's getting a good sleep then, because she's up way too late streaming games on the weekend. But she only streams on the weekend too. Who did I say? Oh no, Trick Me's still going. She's just lower down. She's only got 38 viewers, which is weird. But she had Catherine. Maybe Catherine is like a high viewer game. Maybe I should play Catherine on stream, because I'd play it off stream. But yeah, she had like 50, 60 viewers the entire time when she was streaming Catherine. Let's go, Kuda. Thank you. Oh, she's dressed as a Christmas witch. Christmas witch fish. Okay. Bye, everybody.